Hey everyone, my name is Kristen and I am from KristenCoaching.com. Thank you so much for joining me for this live video today, and it's great to see all of you. It is Friday, so I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend ahead. So today's topic I really wanted to talk about because it affects so many couples out there. And we're going to be talking about if you should stay in your relationship after he cheated or should you go? And that's the ultimate question, right? I think when infidelity happens in relationships, we can obviously be very heartbroken. We can feel like, nobody really understands what we're going through because that pain is so personal and it's so real to us. And we don't always know what the future of our relationship is going to be looking like. And you hear certain people say, oh yeah, I would absolutely not tolerate cheating in my relationship. There's no way I would break up with him in a second. There's always those people that have a very strong reaction to that. So that can sometimes make people who have been cheated on even feel worse, especially if they're considering possibly making the relationship work or staying in the relationship. So I definitely wanted to bring some light and talk about some things of what would make you even stay in the relationship. I can't answer these questions for you. These are things that you need to be doing on your own, but I definitely want you to be considering some certain things when it comes to your relationship to know if you guys really do have a fighting chance of making it work after the infidelity has happened or not. I would say the first thing that I want you to be thinking about if he has cheated on you and you're figuring out if you want to stay in the relationship or not is, has this happened multiple times? Is your man a repeat offender, so to speak? That's a huge thing to consider because if he has cheated and told you about it, okay, or you somehow found out and, you went through the whole blow up and heartache and all that stuff and he promised he wasn't going to be doing it again. You guys have that honeymoon period where, okay, everything's going good, you're still kind of rebuilding that trust, and somehow you find out that he cheated again. That's a repeat offender. And in those types of situations, I definitely think that is a situation where your relationship most likely is unhealthy and isn't going to be lasting long term. Because when infidelity happens, the trust absolutely breaks in the relationship. And rebuilding that trust is so hard and it takes a long, long time. So if you're trying to rebuild trust and somebody's cheating again, that is showing that the person who has cheated really is not putting their 100% effort into this relationship and 100% effort into making sure that you are happy and that your relationship is a healthy dynamic. So I want you to ask if this has happened multiple times, if this has happened more than once since you found out and then somebody did it again. It's one thing if he did it multiple times and you didn't find out. Obviously that's not good, but affairs do happen and people do cheat multiple times before the truth comes out. So I don't necessarily think that's always a deal breaker, but I think once the truth comes out and he does it again, I think that's a way, way bigger problem and a way bigger red flag that your relationship might not be working out in the long run. I also think that it's important to ask about how sincerely apologetic is he for cheating? I know a lot of guys could be manipulative sometimes and say that they're so sorry and may not really mean it. But us women, we really have to trust our gut and our intuition. So I want you to be asking yourself, how sorry do you think he is that he cheated? If he thinks he's justified, if he thinks that you drove him to cheating, if he's somehow blaming anybody else but himself, and if he is not truly 100% remorseful for his actions, I definitely don't think that is a good sign to be staying in the relationship after the cheating happens. When one cheats, they need to feel really bad about their behavior. They need to know that their behavior was unbelievably unhealthy, unbecoming for themselves, unhealthy for the relationship, and making sure that they do every single thing in their power not to do that again, especially to you. So that is something to ask yourself about, how truly apologetic is he? And if you're getting that vibe that he's not really that sorry, but he might be acting sorry, I need you to go with your gut instinct. You are a strong, intelligent woman, and you know when things are up. You know when something is not right and something doesn't feel right. So I want you to be really paying attention to that gut feeling and making sure that if he did cheat, that he really is genuinely remorseful about it, and that this isn't a repeat offender situation. That's really huge and really important. I think things about if, he cheated with, maybe an ex. A lot of people think that that's a deal breaker. And I can see why. I think maybe sometimes going back to somebody that you were with before, can be a sign that maybe they're not into this type of a situation with you and him now. But I don't necessarily feel like that's a deal breaker. I think it's more so about what are the actions that he's doing now that it has come out to the forefront, and is he putting in all of the, throwing out all the cards to make sure that your trust and your relationship is being built back up. And that is what is most important. You have to rebuild the trust. You have to make sure that you guys are in full communication, that you are constantly doing everything that you can to be in that healthy relationship and rebuilding that trust, because infidelity is, again, so hard to endure. So it really takes two people to make it work afterwards. And then I also want to say, some people really do have zero tolerance for infidelity in their relationship. They think it's a one and done situation and you absolutely should break up. And that's why I want to tell you that you have to go with your gut instinct and you have to follow your morals and your values when it comes to these things. So if you feel that cheating is 100% a deal breaker and it's something that you know for yourself that you cannot get past in your relationship, well, then that is your answer, and that's something that you have to do for you. I do have to say that I know personally so many relationships that have survived infidelity, for people who are willing to give it a chance afterwards, for people who are willing to put themselves, in that kind of awkward, uncomfortable situation immediately after cheating and rebuild that trust in the relationship, because that takes so much time and it's so hard to do, but it is very possible. So you need to be asking yourselves, just in terms of your situation and specific questions that you have for you, what is best for you and your relationship? And is there a way to make it work afterwards? Again, I think once cheating happens, if he does it, he needs to be the one to put all the effort into being transparent and honest and wholeheartedly sorry about it, and making sure that it does not happen again. Because if he is a repeat offender, most likely that he's going to be continuing to repeat over and over again, and you're going to end up in a relationship that is not healthy and is not happy for you guys. So again, it's a really hard topic to talk about. It's a touchy subject, and it's a personal choice for yourself. But I'm hoping that this video will help you really think about some aspects of the cheating and the circumstances surrounding it, and figure out if giving him another chance is worth it for your relationship. I want you to ask yourself, though, if you have already given multiple chances and it's continuing to happen, I want you to ask yourself why you're settling for less in the first place. Why are you settling less for the relationship? You are worth more than that. You are worth an honest relationship. You are worth somebody who's willing to be faithful to you and not lie to you. And again, you cannot build a healthy relationship on the foundation of no trust and lies. You have to build it on trust, and you have to build it on love and acceptance. And just having that appreciation for that person and making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do, that they have your back and you have theirs. So I really wish you the best of luck with everything. Definitely going to be making more helpful relationship tip videos for all of you, so you can figure out how to make your relationship as happy, as healthy as possible. That is my goal. So I'm going to be coming out with more videos, more tips, and eventually a relationship course that has to do with eliminating the drama in your relationship, so you don't have to go another day with fighting with your partner again. So be staying tuned for my relationship video or my relationship course that I'm coming out with, and I'm excited to share that with all of you. Again, this is Kristen from Kristen Coaching, and thank you so much for watching this video today, and I'm going to get back to you on another video later on, so stay tuned. And you guys have a wonderful weekend ahead. Bye.